welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
I am Sure Sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, say this is Righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here. For the day done, you are gonna love over yourself.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right. Greetings and good afternoon. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am your host, Manningsman. Listen, people, this was a very telling, trying, difficult thing to work out. We had some major technical difficulties, but we have been able to resolve it. I don't know what happened. You understand me? But it is working out. It has worked out, and we are up and running. And I think because of all of the difficulties that we endured, this is going to be an awesome, and inspirational interview that we're going to have with Gregory Messam Jr. A few probably months ago, we interviewed Messam Sr. Now we have Messam Jr. and a very inspirational story. But as usual, we want to do a couple of things before we bring him on. And one of those things is to say a big thank you to the sponsors of this video. The sponsors are Prestige Finance, lending a helping hand when you need it most. Call Prestige Finance at 876-884-7390. Also to Launch Legacy, where they handle risk and seek legacy for all your personal insurance needs in Canada and the USA. Visit Launch Legacy at launchlegacy.com or call or text them at 647-989-0782. Also want to give a big birthday shout out to two persons. One is to Daniel Green, who is a part of the Jamaica Senior setup, and also to a young 6-year-old. He turns 6 today, out of Canada. He and his family, they're ardent supporters and subscribers of I Am Sure Sports. And his name is Jackson. So happy birthday, Jackson. Hope you enjoy your day in Kingston and all over Jamaica as you vacate here in Jamaica. So just had to get those things in. And of course, as usual, before we bring our guests on, I want to share with you an inspirational thought, like we always do. This one is called the 4 agreements. And there are 4 points that have some sub points to them. The first one is to be impeccable with your words. And that is to the 4 things, right? It says speak with integrity, Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. And the other under that is use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. Yeah, man. Then the second thing is to don't take anything personally, right? Under that, you have nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dreams. Or when you are immune to the opinions and action of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. Three, don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama. With just one agreement, you can completely transform your life. Fourthly and finally, always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best and you will avoid self judgment, self abuse, and regret. So, those are four inspirational thoughts I want to share with you this morning before we get into our video. Want to big up all the persons who are watching, those who have joined. Big up my fellow vlogger and friend Ryan LFC. Thank you for your support, my brother. Good to see you as usual. Hope you enjoyed the movie last night and hope you are also um, on the work, doing some work, putting some moolah in the POCKET. Big up Royal, big up Tyrone. And as usual, I ask you to hit the like button once you come on. Share the content with someone in your group. Let them know that the interview is going to take place so they can be a part of it. And if you have not yet subscribed to I Am Sure Sports, ensure that you do so. I want you to help me welcome to the I Am Sure Sports program today, Mr. Gregory Messam Jr. How you
Hi
doing, sir?
everyone. I'm doing all right. Doing all right.
Wonderful. Good, good. Is it what? Good afternoon. Welcome, man. Good to have you.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be on the show.
All right. All right. Well, let's begin. I want you to share with the people a little bit about your background into football. Who is Gregory Messam Jr.? For those people who were born last week and they don't even know who is Gregory Messam Sr., um,
Yeah.
and they just came on planet Earth. They were somewhere stuck in Mars and they were thrown out of the atmosphere, landed in Jamaica, and they are oblivious to who you are. Just take a couple of minutes and give them a little background as to who Gregory Messam Jr. is.
Um, Gregory Mason Jr. First and foremost, he's a good kid, humble kid, and he loves football. He's a family-oriented person, you know, and very focused. I don't really fall to distractions and stuff. So that's who Gregory Mason is really. And for introduction to football, did you ask that question a while ago or no?
Yes, yes, yes.
An introduction into football, to be honest, I started very late. To be honest, I've always loved it as a kid, but to do proper training, I've never done proper training until I was about 13, 12 years old. So that's,
Really, say your father, who is a former Jamaican international, never
yeah.
took you to the football field when you were 6 and 5 and 4 and taught you any of his
Now,
mastery in the game.
no, most of the time, he had his career going on too. So most of the time he was away. So it was mostly like me and mom, here, and mom was just holding the fort down while I would try to. I'm at the age where I don't really understand the in and outs of football. I'm so young, I just knew that he was just away playing football. So, um, yeah, he would just, yeah, he would get me a football and that, and I knew he played football, but he didn't really, was down on me and saying that, kick the ball like this or go to training, do this and that. It was just probably I got a bit to, as I said, around like 12, 13, he'd start teaching me like trying to use both feet, be ambipedal, and always and learn how to juggle and stuff like that. But that's basically it. That's That's
So
it.
what made you pick up the sport? Is it that you used to do other sport because you were in prep school? What prep school did you go? Or-
Uh, at first, I was at St. John the Baptist, and then because of an incident that happened, I had to go over to St. Andrew Prep in the fifth
Okay,
grade, or
okay.
sixth grade.
And you weren't playing football. You weren't doing track and field. Nothing at all.
No, I was always there, but at my prep school, they wouldn't really use me because they had like sixth graders. I was in like the third grade. I was small, I guess, didn't want to use me, but I was always there on the team, but they didn't see the need to like even try me out, but it happens
Okay.
for a reason.
Yeah. So you got to St. George's. This is where you actually started playing
Yeah,
football. So
basically.
what made you started play football at St. George's? What brought you into the game? What inspired you to, okay, I'm going to try this out, and even made a team at St. George's?
What inspired me most was um, being already inspired by the game. I just not really proper training, but for training, like wanting to make the team was basically because Mr. Bell, Never Bell was there. He's like an uncle to me. I shouldn't even be calling his name like that, but he made the training fun. He made you want to come around and invest yourself in the game. And he had at the time he had lots of national players. The most of the national players who went to the under 17 World Cup for Jamaica, they were at St. George's College, so it was a lot of quality down there. I would just always just go down there to watch and always trying to see what more could I learn from these players. Bembo, Zelano Barnes, Romario Jones, all of them went to the World Cup, and I could watch them every day after school. And for that was kind of what drew me to like I want to make this team. I want to be on the same pitch as these guys, and I want to do well for myself also. So that's what
Okay.
mostly inspired me
Okay. So
to
what
take
I
it.
mean, at um what age did you first play for St. George's, and what level? Was it under 14, under 16,
Yes, under 14, under
under
14.
14? So
Yeah, under
okay.
14.
So you made the under 14 team.
Yeah, I made under 14 team.
On the bench or part of the starting 11
It
regularly?
was on and off. It's just some days I'd play and some days, probably because they had players there already who were invested in club football already, playing for Harborview at that level, Cavalier. So I wasn't really invested in the club. All I would do is just come to the St. George's trainings, and I would impress in training, but they're always gonna pick, who they see at club level and playing more matches. So it was understandable at the end. But
Okay. And what
yeah,
position did you start out playing?
at more uh, left midfield, wing. I started out that way, to be honest. But I didn't play under 16 until I went straight from Pepsi straight to Manning Cup. So
Really?
yeah, I went straight from Pepsi to Manning Cup.
Oh, or tell us about how did that work? What happened to make them look at you and say, "Wow, this man need to go into the Manning Cup team"? What did they see? What happened? What game was it? What day was it that, like, Coach Neverbell and Fuzzy look and say, "No, man,
Yeah.
this man is a Manning Cup player. Let's bring him right into the Manning Cup team."
So at the time it was he had called me in for training. So I was at prep school, and he said I should come down to train with us. Let me see what's happening. Because my mom and my dad, you know, Uncle Neville was a part of the national program while my father was there. So there's a bit of connection there, and I was showing a bit of interest in the game. So he called me down there and said, "You could come by and trade anytime you want." He didn't force me or anything. He just said I could come down there, and I heard he trained my dad. So I was like, he might be really good. I might need to try this out. It could, improve me in a way. And I got down there, and everyone embraced me, the Manning Cup players there, and I went on the field, and I was just enjoying myself. He put me in the midfield. He put me at like central midfield, and he just said to pass the ball, and I didn't do anything but that. And then apparently turned out that most of the players said I could play, and I was like, I didn't really do anything but just pass the ball, and me not understanding that that's actually one of the most simple, but it's very effective in the game. And I was just doing that, and then after that, I had passed GSAT, and then everyone was saying, I should go to JC because of my brother, because
Right, because
Andre
your brother
was,
was at JC at that
yeah,
time.
Andre was at JC, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna go over here and then and try to make a name for myself, play, and try to do something for myself with a new school. So, and he had uh, he had told me to go play under 14, but I really wanted to just. It didn't matter if I was playing under 14 or starting or under 16. I just really wanted to be at the Manning Cup level, whether I could just sit down and watch. But he took his time introducing me to the game, because remember, I didn't have no training whatsoever as a youngster, so he was just taking his time introducing me to the game. And overall, the team was jam packed at the time, the Manning Cup team. So I
Yeah.
started playing at 14. I started out at right back. He put me at right back,
In the
and
under 14
no, for whenever I trained with the Manning Cup team.
Cup team. Oh, so you played one season in under 14,
Yeah, basically one season.
and then you went straight into the Manning Cup team.
Yeah, and prior to that, Uncle Neville was training Yui at the time. So
Right.
while the season ended, I didn't stop. I went to Yui and I was trained. They were in like the Super League at the time.
Yeah, you're right. They're in the
They were
Super
in the
League.
Super League. So I went there and I continued training. I was getting fitter. I was having some good food as well, my nutrition, and I got physically stronger, and my IQ, because you're playing with bigger players, stronger, faster players. When I got back to St. George's now,
Yeah, it started showing.
it started showing that I was a good player. I had a good IQ for the game, and I just needed to be physically strong to handle the pressures of the game. So at 14, then he introduced me into the squad. I was shocked. I really wanted to play, but I didn't think I was ready. But I went through preseason and I was doing well. I scored a couple of goals, assists, and well. So I got into the team at 14, and I was very happy.
14. So
Yeah, at 14.
what was your first season like in the Manning Cup?
My first season
Did Georges win that? How well did Georges do that year?
they
Yeah.
won money. They won the Manning Cup and they won the Olivier Shield, but they didn't win the Walker Cup.
Okay.
Yeah, I got one game in that season, and the one game I played was against Holy Trinity, and I scored like a free kick from like 50 yards.
50 yards.
Yeah, about 50
But
yards, like the halfway line.
the Holy Trinity goalkeeper was sleeping or something.
He must be sleeping. I think maybe the wind carried the ball into the goal, But I was happy. I didn't say anything. I was happy.
Okay.
know.
So your first season you only got one game. St. George's won the Manning Cup,
Manning Cup
the
and the
Olivier
Olivier
Shield.
Shield.
Who were some of the players in the team at that time? Like the top players in your first season.
You had
That's Ryan Miller.
Yeah, Ryan Miller was there. Kendon Anderson. They had O'Shane Booth. They had Zelana Barnes. They had Cardell Benbow.
Oh.
They had, who is the right back? They had Nico Campbell. He's the national goalkeeper.
Right, he was a
at the time.
goalkeeper that went to the
Yeah, he was the goalkeeper. And they had
who was the
who is
forward
the-
scoring all the goals?
Kendon Anderson.
Kendon
Pimp
Anderson.
him, they call him. His nickname was Pimp him.
Okay.
And
Okay.
they had O'Shane Booth as well. But yeah, it was a quality team.
And Benbow and Zelano Barnes and Ryan Miller.
Yeah. That
All
was
right.
the team, but it is very good. There's so every day at training you had to see something new. You learn something new from them every time.
So that's your first season. So you didn't go to under 16, you didn't go to under 14, you continued in the Manning Cup team in your second
Yeah,
season.
and I only went to play under 16 when the Manning Cup season was finished.
Was
So
finished.
we dropped down and then we play.
Okay.
So
So
I was
did you
playing
win
for
under
Marshall.
16?
Yeah, I was playing for Fuzzy. I win under 16?
Yes.
No, we didn't win. We went to the semis of the finals. And Chevron Stewart was there too. He played Manning Cup as well. The same time I got into the team.
Oh, what is his name again? Oh, Scarrow.
Yeah, Scarab. He was in the team too.
Okay, that was a good St. George's team. That was a very good St. George's team. So
Yeah,
that
it
is your
was good.
first year. What about your second year now?
My second year. My second year, I played. I didn't play. I played more of the group stage games. I played a good amount of the group stage games. Scored like 4 or 5 goals out of the group stage. But uh, when it went on to like the Walker Cup semifinals and the finals and the Manning Cup semifinals, I was coming on off the bench and stuff, and
Okay.
I would impact the game.
So most of the players who were there in the first year, they're still there in the second year.
Yeah, most of them were there. O'Shane Booth was there, Cardell Bemba was there, Ryan Miller was there, Martin Davis was there. He came from Valencia, and
Oh,
he was in the team as well. Chevron Stewart was there. Yeah.
whoa. Nico
Yeah.
Campbell was still there.
No, Nico Campbell wasn't there. He wasn't there.
Okay, who was the
Yeah,
goalkeeper in the second season?
I think it was Cardell Irving. His keeper called Cardell Irving.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So that year, did you win? Did you win the Manning Cup again? Did you do back to back?
No, we didn't do back to back. We got
Who defeated you that year in the Manning Cup final? Or did you go to the
Woolman.
final?
I think it was a
Oh, that
semi-final.
Woolman's knocked you. That is when
Yeah, Jai High was playing. He was playing.
right. That was when Jail Hyde Woolman's team won the Manning Cup.
Nah, I think they won the Walker Cup. I didn't think
Right,
they won Manning
right.
Cup.
They won the.
Yeah.
Who won the Manning Cup that season?
I think it was JC. I think it was JC. JC and Woolman's played the final. JC won.
Okay, your brother was still at JC.
Nah, he wasn't. His last year was 2010.
Okay, that was your first year.
What?
Your first year of right. Oh, somebody saying JC won. Your first year of. So your brother left before you got to St. George's. He left JC before you got to St. George's.
Yeah, he left.
Okay,
He
okay,
left.
all right, okay. Oh, right. Somebody saying it is a Demar Rose Woolman's team that won that year.
Yeah,
They won the Walker Cup and JC won the
Manning Cup.
Manning
Yeah.
Cup. Yeah,
That
that.
was it.
Yeah.
That's Clifford's team. Yeah.
Yeah, who was on that JC team? Ashani Walker. Was it
Wait,
Ashani?
what?
With
The year when
Donovan,
they won?
yeah, with Donovan Sigri and those guys.
I'm not sure if Siggy probably was, but I think Flemings and Rafi Bryan and all of them were there that season.
Rafiq Bryan and Junior Fleming. Ah,
Fleming,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Johnny Talbot. Was he there?
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. I don't
So the
know.
JC people are going to tell us that, right? So
Yeah.
you won the Manning Cup in your first year. You kept back. You see, what is wrong with Georges? You won with that quality team. You added Martin Davis and you still went and lost.
I don't know. I think that's how football goes sometimes. It doesn't matter how much quality players you have if the chemistry is just not there. It's a type of way, you just don't win titles. It takes more than just a couple of star ballers sometimes.
Okay. All right. So this is now your second season. Let's move into your third season now.
Yeah, my third season of Manning Cup.
Yeah, somebody's saying that Fleming was on the team, yeah. And Donovan Dawkins was the forward for JC.
Babylon, yeah. He was there.
That's what they call him?
Babylon, I think that's what they call it.
Yeah. All right. So no, let's get to your third season, right? I think this is when Alex Marshall was in the team by then.
Yeah, Alex Marshall was in the team. No, he was the new addition to the Manning Cup team.
Right.
He was playing. He was starting under 14 and under 16s. Like he was playing right through.
See the JC. Different people saying Alanda Brown. You see what I mean? The people know us. You need to work on your memory. You need to help me out to have the old man. You need to remember the players. Yeah. All right. So your third season now. Ryan Miller had left now.
Yeah.
I think Ryan Miller had left, and Zelano Barnes had left.
Yeah, all of it. Zelano was gone. Nico was gone.
Benbow was
Nico was gone the season before. Cardell was gone.
Yeah. Benbow was gone.
Benbow was gone. Yeah, Benbow was gone.
Yeah, Cardell, right. Was Chevon Stewart still there?
Yeah. Chevon was there.
Was there. Okay.
Yeah, O'Shane Boot wasn't there either. He left after that season.
Okay, so now Alex Marshall came into the team. You became a regular starter now.
Yeah, I became a regular starter now.
Right.
After that. And then, yeah.
Yeah, so tell us about that season. You're a special star. Because that season, did you win anything?
Yeah, we won the Walker Cup.
All right, tell us about that. And tell us what happened in the Manning Cup that season.
I just think that after so much experienced players going away now, we're young, we probably didn't have the legs, to play all of those competitive games back to back at the time. So we only went to the fight. We went to
Shelton was in the team now?
Yeah, no. Hakeem Shelton wasn't there yet. He was there in the last season, the Flow Cup season that we won.
Okay,
2015. He was in the season.
Also, 2013 he wasn't there. Because we're talking about the 2013 season when you won the Walker Cup.
Yeah.
Okay. So how far did you go in the Manning Cup? Semifinals?
Yeah, we went to the semis.
And how you get knocked out?
I think it was the same Woolmer's team. Woolmer's knocked us out. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Woolmer's knocked us out.
Woolmer's have a thing for you guys.
I don't know. They really come out to play whenever they see
Amal Knight was there? Or he had left?
No.
No.
Amal Knight was Zelano's and Kendon Anderson's
season. Yeah. Okay.
That's when
so you got to the semifinals, you got knocked out. But you won the Walker Cup. Who you played in the Walker Cup finals?
We played JC.
Yeah.
We played JC.
Tell us about that game. How the game ended in terms of score. They said that they beat JC in the Walker Cup at Constant Spring.
Yeah, right. The match was played at Constant Spring. It was a good game. It was tight, but we just finished our chances. To be honest, we didn't outclass them or anything. Played a better football. We just finished our chances because I think Fleming scored. I scored a penalty in that game, and I think Fleming's was starting the comeback because they were playing so well. Rafiq, all of them, they were just coming into the game slowly. I think if they had more time, then probably we would have gone into like
penalties.
Yeah, penalties, because they was really starting to picking up the pace. But I just think we attacked them first. We were hard on them for like the first 45.
So who was playing forward? Alex Marshall?
Amoy Brown was playing.
Amoy Brown
was playing. So it was Amoy Brown, me on the left, Scarrow was in the midfield, like the number 10, the attacking midfield. I think Alex was on the right.
And what happened to Martin Davis?
Oh yeah, Martin had in the preseason in a Europa Cup game, Martin received a knee injury. I don't think he did surgery for it or anything. He went to Coach Sammy and did a lot of strengthening work, and then he just did strengthening, and then he got back to himself, probably like in a year. But he didn't play that season.
Oh, he didn't play.
He got a really serious knock. Yeah, it was very serious. He was icing it 24/7, and we were like, Mr. Bell was wondering if he was gonna play, and not. But no, he said he was. And when you look on his knee, it wasn't really swollen. It was just he just couldn't play. He said it was just excruciating pain.
Yeah. Chris
And
Wayne
yes,
is saying that Tyreek McGee was on that JC team that you played as well, and he would have scored at Constant Spring. Did JC score on you in that game at Constant Spring?
I think yeah, Fleming scored. I think
Fleming
Fleming
scored.
scored. I'm not sure if Tyree was playing. Probably was in the squad for sure, but I wasn't sure if he was starting. I'm not sure about that.
Okay. But how
I'm not
much
sure.
did you win the game by?
I think it was a 2-1.
2-1. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
2-1.
Did you assist on any of the goals? Did you score any?
I scored. I scored a penalty, and I had goal involvement after like 3 nice passes and then a finish. I think Amoy
Okay.
scored. So yeah.
Am I scored? Okay, okay. Somebody's asking about what about Gilzine? Gilzine was
Yeah, Gilzine was on our team. Gilzine was on our. He was our left back.
okay.
Yeah, he was a left back. He's really good too. He's very fit, condition. He's a enthusiastic player and a person.
Yeah. So that's 2000 and what? 2014.
14. Yeah, I think that's 2014.
2014. Because your last year was 2015.
Yeah, my last year was 2015.
All right. And 2015 is when you won the Flow Cup.
Yeah, 2015 was the Flow Cup.
All right. What else did you win? So tell us about 2000. Was 2015 your best year?
Yeah, everyone that was my best year because I scored 15 goals or 16 goals. That was my highest. I think last year I scored like 5-6 goals, and this season I scored 15 goals, and I was injured for like 4 games too in the group stage, so probably could have been more, but yeah, it was a good season.
Good
Really
season.
good
All right. So what did you win that year? Only the Flow Cup?
Yeah, we qualified for everything, but we only won the Flow Cup.
What happened in the Manning Cup? So I don't. So hold on. So did Alex? Oh, so Alex Marshall played a year after you because did Alex?
Yeah, he played a year after me.
And they won the Manning Cup.
Wait,
Did
after
Alex?
me?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he did. No,
So Alex Marshall didn't win the Manning Cup.
I don't think he did.
Really? No, man. I think Alex Marshall win Manning Cup, man.
I don't think he did. No,
Really?
I don't think he did. He didn't.
No. You sure about that?
I'm fine. He won the Flow Cup.
But Alex Marshall didn't win Manning Cup. No, you're not remembering. I think you're missing some details.
No. I'm sure. I don't think he won. He didn't win.
No, man. I need somebody else. I need no, sir.
I'm sure. I'm positive because
So,
remember.
really?
Yeah, I don't think he did.
Oh, somebody was saying JC mashed them up. Yes, it was JC Dominance and Jail Hyde. Ah, yeah, Jail Hyde was a talented player in his time at Wolmer's, and then somebody says, "Oh, yeah, Alex Marshall win Walker Cup and Flow Cup. That's it.
Yeah.
The Manning Cup."
Yeah, he won the Walker Cup and the Flow Cup.
Oh, because JC was winning the Manning Cup every year.
Yeah, so that year we played JC 2 times in the Manning Cup final and the Flow Cup final.
Oh, right, and they defeated you in the Manning Cup and you beat them in the Flow
Yeah,
Cup.
we beat them in the Flow Cup. So
Yeah,
Flow Cup
yeah.
played before the Manning Cup final.
Yeah.
So
What happened in the Manning Cup finals? How did JC beat you?
all I could say that Miguel Coley was really prepared this time. He was prepared.
Just put it up. Man, Uncle never listening and say, what you mean that Miguel Coley was prepared this time? You know?
He was just prepared. The things that you could see that they were tactically different than when they played us in the National Stadium before for the Flow Cup game.
Yeah. And that was a Dawkins header.
Yeah. Yeah, so Dawkins' header was in the Manning Cup final.
Yeah. When they won the Manning Cup,
Yeah, they won the Manning Cup.
The game and they scored the header. I think it was 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0, and it was late. It was a late header. It was
Late header, yeah. That was
no one was expecting it. To be honest, I don't even think he expected it. To be honest, well, it's a good goal in there. I don't know. It's quality stuff. It's just a good game. They won. We won. Nothing, you know. It's good football at the end of the day.
All right, so that was your best season. Were you called up to any Jamaica U team during that time?
Yeah, after that season, I was called up for the national under 20 team.
Okay, and you
Yeah.
played with the under 20 team in any competition?
What had happened to me, because my injury was happening to me at the it based on what my injury was, it was like an accumulation from the preseason before my 2015 Manning Cup season.
Oh,
But we didn't know what it was, so I was just there playing through the pain, and it finally hit a point where I just couldn't bear it anymore. We didn't know what was happening exactly around the national under 20 for me. So I underwent surgery for a back problem at age 19.
wow. Listen, I want you to
Yes,
tell people because many people just wondered what happened to you. es- If they're not close to your circle, they wouldn't know that after Marine Cup you had a major back
yeah,
surgery and you just recovered. You actually really just coming back to football.
yeah, basically.
I mean, so people probably look at you and say, "Yo, how the man gets a fat star?" But
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
probably don't know what happened. So tell us, you said you're having all of these injuries, um, all the way up to 2015. You finished the Manning Cup season, and then you had to do surgery.
Yeah, I started after the Manning Cup season, the 2015 season. We went into national under 20. We were preparing. I was in the squad to go and everything, but this injury, it was just excruciating. Excruciating. I couldn't walk. Um, I couldn't. I couldn't juggle. I couldn't sleep without feeling this massive pain. So it was just too much. And then I didn't play Manning. I was withdrawn from the team to go to. I don't remember where the competition, the qualifiers was going to be held for the national under 20. But after that, also I couldn't play the following season either.
Oh,
Cause
you also missed a season.
yeah, I had one more season after that, and I didn't play because of that. I was doing recovery.
Okay, so tell us about the surgery. How difficult did you do it in Jamaica? Or you had to go overseas. I
I
mean,
didn't. The plan was for me to do it overseas, but apparently the person who taught the neurosurgeon in Florida, he was based here, so they were saying it would save me a lot more for me to undergo surgery here in Jamaica, and the surgery was called a microdiscectomy, where it's it's I had a herniated disc where the material inside was protruding and pushing on a nerve. So when it pushed on the nerve, it would send radiating pain straight down to from my back area, my lower back, straight down to my toes, and I couldn't. It started off that way in the 2015 season because I was feeling this pain, but I couldn't really put my hand on it. It wasn't really muscle or anything. They would just tell me to stretch, and it would be all right. I wasn't feeling any excruciating pain, but after a while, I just couldn't go anymore. And then they were telling me to do X-rays upon X-rays on calf, on knee, on and everywhere. And then one doctor just said X-ray my back. And then when you look on the X-ray, you could see the material just pushing onto the nerve, and that's where the problem was stemming from.
okay. So how difficult was that for you and your family?
It was very it was a difficult time because at the time, it cost it, the cost for it was way out of our budget. And
Well,
yeah, we didn't know. My mom was here, my dad. We didn't know what we were gonna do because it was a pain where nobody could find out what's wrong. And when we did find out what was wrong, they were saying that I was going to go under the knife, and then I went to physical therapy. They were saying that I could have done rehabilitation, do strengthening work, but at the same time they were saying that it was way past rehabilitation and strengthening to fix the problem. So I had to go under the knife. Under the knife, I had some help from uh, some family,
Okay.
to you know make sure I could do the surgery. I'm grateful to them, to be honest, and the doctor who did it, he did us a really good favor too.
Okay.
He was
So the school, and I mean, your school didn't chip in, seeing that. I mean, because you don't know how you don't know how you picked up this. You don't know at what point
the
you picked it up. So, I mean, is it something like the school probably, or they didn't really know the extent of what was
yeah,
happening?
they didn't know the extent of it. I think it was
Okay.
way out of their reach in terms of trying to help, because not even we knew what was happening. So it was only
Wow. So
yeah.
how long has it taken you to recover from that?
All right, it took me almost a year and a half. Oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah, there we go. That's the exact procedure. There we go.
Yeah.
But I had a micro one. So I guess the dissectomy, what that person put on the screen, it's the incision wasn't. It was minuscule, like a small
Yeah,
slit. It's
small,
not
right?
taller than this.
Yeah.
There's no big slit in my back or anything like that.
Okay.
It was a new procedure, as I
Okay.
said, and I'm grateful for that, because otherwise, I wouldn't be playing anymore,
Or
because
oh. Did you ever had any fear like, man, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to play? When you start hearing what the diagnosis is, did that thought ever cross your mind that you may not be able to jump, you may not be able
to
to run,
walk, yeah,
to
to
walk?
run,
Like, yeah,
juggle, do anything, all of that crept in. But I had the support of my mom and the dad, and the doctor was reassuring too. He was like, you'll be all right. You'll be able to even play the upcoming season coming up. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, you. This is a procedure. You could get up and go running. Obviously, you need to recover first. Take some time. But he was saying everything would be all right, and he really reassured me and my family to, that I'll be up and playing again. But he told me that the rehabilitation would have been hard. To remake, you know, certain parts that needed strengthening. I had to strengthen. I have to make sure that I have a strong core at all
yeah,
times.
to
I have to make
support, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
to support my
yeah,
spine.
to support your
So
spine.
yeah, it
Wow.
was a lot. It was a lot to handle. After coming out, I couldn't bend. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do anything. I had just my family carrying me everywhere throughout the
Did you feel
house.
like did you think like, okay, I mean, my footballing career is over. I'm not going to play football again. I need to just get a good education, try to find
Yeah,
a job or just yeah.
of course it crept in. It really crept in to the point where my mom had, like, after the season, had lots of scholarship offers, to D1 colleges at the time,
Yeah.
and they were saying, they were willing to even wait to see how my recovery went,
Yeah.
if I was going to be the same, or I wouldn't. But it took me at least it took me like the first 3 4 months to even start feeling like I could even.
Your body can move.
Yeah, I didn't know, because I
Wow.
haven't moved it. I couldn't do anything. I was just helped around everywhere. And then when I
Wow.
started to, you know, first time juggling a ball, and like after all of that, and I wasn't feeling anything down there. It felt a bit stiff in my back area, but they said that that was normal, because he just had surgery there, bit of scar tissue, over time, with the rehabilitation and the physical therapy, it would mend out. So now
Yeah. So this
I'm
was like in
feeling,
2015, 2016.
yeah, 20, 2016.
16.
2016.
All right. So since 2016, when was the first time you played football again, like competitively?
All right, I had played. To be honest, no, I wasn't playing any matches. No matches. It was just more, even more rehabilitation and on top of rehabilitation because they felt that I had areas that if I'm not strong here, I could just go straight back to this. So they didn't want to risk that. So I was just doing rehabilitation continuously, and then I started to do a bit more running, jog. Then I got into sprinting, and I had even football trials in after the injury, just finding out that I'm going under the knife. I had trials in Denmark and in Belgium,
Whoa.
and just to see that, you know, I I didn't know if I was going to, be at my best even after the recovery. But they said that it's a upper. I ended up going to the Denmark
Trials?
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up going there because they were like, we know you've been out of the competition for a while, but you still have, you know, your touch and everything about you still. You weren't too out of shape, so they wanted me to go and see what the opportunity was going to
What?
be like. So it was a good learning experience, to be honest. I played against Hamburg. It was FC Midtjylland. It was a Denmark.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that Danish club. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was playing for the. I played a practice game with the under 23 team, and then did trainings with the senior team. At that time, they were playing Europa League at the time.
Right, right.
Yeah, they were playing Europa League. So I had I had I had good moments there, but it was just not enough. I was just not ready and sharp enough for like first team football yet. But
So what did you do? Did you complete? Did you take up any of your scholarship offers in college at this time, or you were unable to because you couldn't play any football?
to be honest, they were always waiting for me. But I even did the SATs. I got like a 1,300, which was
Oh,
required. Yeah, they wanted the score, and it wasn't hard to get the score. I was doing classes too, so it wasn't a problem to get the score. But I had these opportunities from Europe, and I was like, maybe I should. I was weighing the options. Maybe I could always fall back on my education. After I really dug into football. So, and my mom was supportive, but she wanted me to go the educational route. I'm like, let me give this a go because, I'm hardworking, and you know talent is there, but it takes a bit more than that, and I had the hard work on me, so I was like, I'm gonna
okay.
pursue this route first.
So since 2016, right? Waterhouse is actually the first
Yeah,
competitive team that you have played for. How did that even come about? What made you say, okay, let me play for Waterhouse? Like
yeah.
what
Other than
what triggered that? And I know that he also did some work with Fabian Davis to get back
yeah, I was
into.
doing work. Yeah, I was doing work with Fabian Davis too. To help with a bit of my conditioning because I was way off. Than maybe you see now, I was way off that mark, and he really, reduced that slight type of vibe that I had, got me a bit more
Yeah.
sharp, just to at least start, and I wouldn't look like out of it. I wouldn't know what I was doing, and also doing recovery work with. I did physiotherapy work with Dr. Denise Nichols Roberts. So it was.
Okay.
They were really, yeah. They helped me a lot. They were really working with me, trying to get me to my best.
So
Also,
what made you ended up at Waterhouse, and how has that been going for you?
what happened to the Waterhouse was because they were like I was in New York, um, living with my fiance at the time, and I was supposed to go off to do some USL um, trainings with some teams, and this was amidst the pandemic, so they were a bit iffy to let me come in because they had lockdown procedures and players were getting COVID left, right, and center. So they didn't really want to risk me coming in to train. They weren't really taking not check at all to let me come in and
Yeah.
do some trials and train with the team and see how me look. So it it was, and I would never. They were saying like my dad was telling me that if you're gonna continue like this, you're not going to get that match fit, sharp look playing week in, week out that will get you to your best. So he said that, you should try and play in the Premier League. Try playing with a team. You know, it's a good league as well. People are getting a lot of opportunities from the league. So he was like, try it out. And Waterhouse, as Marcel Gale, was seeing me at the Manning Cup level,
Yeah.
the coast level. So he said it would be a good idea. And I was like, yeah, I listened to him completely. I trust his advice. I know he wouldn't push me in the wrong direction. I follow him. So, and here I am. I'm at Waterhouse now. It's going well so far.
Yeah.
I'm getting game time and I'm getting that sharpness that he said that I would get from it. I'm becoming more sharp. I've assist and they're playing in the CONCACAF competition too. So, it's competitive football. Really
Yeah.
competitive.
So what is the end game now that you're at Waterhouse? Because you're what, 24?
Yeah, I'm 24 now.
Right. So what is the end game? I mean, in the next couple of years when you get back to your best, what is the end game? Like, yeah, where do you plan to go from here?
The end game, basically, I wouldn't say end game because I'm not really thinking that far. It's more of what what I can do now. I mean,
You know, we have to mention that. Yep.
the World Cup is in what,
2026.
2026. So um, basically, it's just getting myself at a level where I could be a part of that program because that's gonna be big.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right.
um,
I'm going to show some clips. I think I have some clips of the game. It may have been the game that you played last night. I think you played
oh,
last night. And then, I mean, I'm going to show those, and then you can explain to us what those are. Let me see if I can bring those up. Hold on a sec. I hope there are some good highlights.
I had I had more clips from Harborview. We played Harborview last night.
Yeah, I think these are the Harbor View clips. So let's see, people. Let's see if there are some good clips. So let's see. Um, so let's go
No,
here.
this is the beer. I
Moline.
think this.
This is a Moline's game.
No, this is beer. I think.
This is Veer. All
Yeah,
right.
this is
So
beer.
all right. So um let's see if we can make this bigger. And yeah.
Oh yeah, this is beer game. Yeah, this is the beer game.
Okay, that's a very short one right there. So let's see. Um this is still a Veer game.
Yeah, this is still a beer game. I came on in this game because
Okay.
one of our teammates got injured.
All right. There's some very quick clips, people. So let's go back to this one here. Oh, this is the same one.
Yeah.
Same one.
This is my assist. Yeah, that's my assist.
Oh, all right. That is the assist to Brad Shaquille.
Yeah, Shaquille Bradford. Yeah.
Shaquille Bradford. So how many assists you have this season?
In the space, I've been here a month and a half. I have three assists so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody saying that was a lucky own goal. That was Drainy Weather said that it was a lucky own goal. Harborview scored. Why
Oh
you?
yeah, yeah. It's a class finish. I was on the bench. It was a class finish. It looked so good.
The own
At the
goal was
end
a
of the
class
day.
finish. What are you talking about? Eh?
Yeah, it looks
Huh?
class finish, man.
Oh, the own goal must be a class finish. I don't
Yeah,
understand
it
that.
looked like a
Own
striker's
goal.
finish.
Oh, geez. So the end, what you're working on is to get back to your optimum levels so that you can, be
Yeah,
a part of that team preparing for the,
yeah, of course.
yeah.
That's
Somebody here saying that bless up man is man. You know, want to see how the man put Rooney to sit on the grass last night.
when
You,
was that? In the half of the game.
yeah. You put Rooney to sit on the grass last night.
Who's Rooney?
No, no. Who is Rooney? Empton, who is Rooney? Who play for
Who's
Harbour?
Rooney?
Who play for Harbour you named Rooney? Somebody tell us. Who named Rooney? Angling, they call Rooney.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Josh
yeah,
Allen.
yeah. I don't know him as Rooney, but I know him as Angry. Yeah, it was a good. It's a good game, man. It's a part of the game. It happens.
Uh, so what did you do? How did that play go?
Nah, it's just running down the line, and it's just a simple cutback. It's not anything special, man. It's part of the game. It's a part of the game.
All right. Yeah, man. But I mean, all right. Some people talking about Staple here. Staple only good in a back five. Zemini is always the better player. Think someone got us. Said somebody got a salad too.
Oh yeah, I was having a nice game. It was a good game. It was a good game. It was a good game. I had a good game. I was enjoying myself. It was a
What
good game,
position?
man.
What position is your best position? You think? Like you think, like this is the position that I get. Produce the best.
Um, yeah, I think mostly just based on my condition right now, I'm not really that quite ready to play like a full winger game. But mostly I'm an attacking midfielder, so I like
Yeah,
to free roam behind the number nines and like combine with the central defensive midfielders or even the wing backs of our team and just keep that flow of the game. Just keep the
yeah.
game flowing and be involved in like a majority of the play for us to score. So I guess the assist is a result of that sometimes.
Okay. So do you plan? I mean, do you plan on playing in Jamaica, or you planning on playing so you can get a move to play at a higher level or a league outside, or you just playing and whatever door open, that's it.
No, I mean, of course, it's always in my interest to always and my family's interest. Everyone's on board to play the best football I can possible because opportunities they're there for me to play in the USA or Europe. It can happen. I'm always giving out my best so I can move to another level because no matter where you are, there's always a level where you can get better than the one that you are. So um, just knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Just
All right.
knocking.
Yeah, man. Romario Lawrence asking us to ask about Akeem Prawl.
Oh, Akeem. Prawl was our starting centre half to the winning team in Flow Cup.
Okay.
Yeah, him and was it Matthew Wilson? Matthew Wilson, Muppy is called, but Prawl was Prawl was solid. Prawl was the backbone of our team for that season that won the Flow Cup.
Okay. Okay. What's the
Yeah,
name? Yeah. Okay. Akeem Prawl.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
he was really good. I don't think he's playing um, football at the moment. I'm not sure. I haven't spoken to him in a long while now. But I think I've seen him outside, like well before the pandemic. But after that, I haven't really made any contact with him. But he's really good.
So who is better? Andre Senior, Gregory Senior, or Gregory Junior? In order better player. Give me them. One, two, three.
That Gregory Senior Ah, I'm putting myself in front of my brother still, always. I'm gonna put myself always because that Greg Senior played at the highest level. I can't match that yet. I have nothing to say. He played at the highest level, so I can't really match him on that. World Cup, so I can't really match him in that regard. He's got us beat
Yeah,
completely.
but you're ahead of your brother.
I'm gonna say that. I'm going to say that. But, I'm going
All
to
right.
say that.
All right. Final couple of questions is one is if you're picking your six-a-side team with a goalkeeper, who you are in the team, who are the other five players with you?
You mean locally or
And,
internationally?
and anywhere, but I mean players that you have played with.
Oh,
I'm
players
meaning
that
like
I've
yeah,
played with. Um,
six-a-side team. You have to have a goalkeeper and you're on it. So you have yeah.
a goalkeeper. I would put. Jeez. Um, with a goalkeeper with the cleanest handling. That I've played with. Um, I mean, I've trained with him before.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fine.
uh, Andre Blake, I think he's very good.
Andre Blake, all right.
Yeah, I think he's very good.
Yeah.
On the outside now, along with me, how much do I have left now? Six aside.
It's a six-a-side team. So you have
Yeah, so
two
me.
spots gone. Andre Blake,
Yeah, so I
you
have three left. I'm gonna
four.
put with it's six. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna put Chevon Scar in there. I'm gonna
Scarrow,
put Scar in. Yeah, I'm gonna put Scar in there.
all right.
Um, I'm gonna put Alex in there for sure.
All right.
It's five aside. It's a five aside game. Come on, you want your more skillful players in there. Um, on defense, I'd put Alanda Brown.
Alanda Brown.
Yeah, I put
Is it
Alanda
Alanda
Brown.
Brown from JC?
Yeah, he's from JC.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, I played against him. He's very good. It was hard to pass him. So,
All right.
and you're doing this based on players who have actually played with or against, right?
All right. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So Alanda Brown, Sharon Stewart,
Stewart,
Alex
Alex.
Marshall, Andre Blake, Gregory
Yeah.
Mason Jr., one more person.
The final person is going to be. Dominic James.
Dominic James. Okay, Dominic James. R.I.P. Dominic. That's Dominic, right?
Yeah, that's
Dominic.
Dominic.
Dominic James.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you see what somebody said? Chris Wayne said, "What about bad boy?" And next one says, "Pick your current teammates, bro." So I don't know how you're going much when they go to training today, because Keith seems to go and say, "Where you going with?" Cameron Foster going and say, "Where you going with?"
Yeah, I know.
So you want to change your team, or that's it?
They know their quality. They know their quality at the trainings. It's just it's my five-a-side. We could have another five-a-side.
All right, cool. That's your five-a-side. That's cool. That's cool. Who are the international players that you rate, like you look up to, and saying like, yeah?
I look up since I would
Are
say
your favorite player Zidane? Okay.
Yeah, like growing up, it was Zidane or Ronaldinho, but growing up now, I pick more Zidane now.
He's a favorite international.
Yeah. I mean, Neymar and everybody's there. I like to watch them to put on like a little excitement, entertainment. But I think Zidane is just that player that makes everything tick, and he's doing it in the most efficient way. Simple, effective. He could use both feet, which I think it could really help you out in the modern game. And he's played for one of the best teams is Hala Madrid too. So
So I figured that you're a Real Madrid fan.
yeah, I'm a Madrid fan. I'm a Madrid fan.
I see. So how do you work out things with your father, because he's an Arsenal fan?
I'm City too when it comes to the English league too. Whenever I'm watching, like I prefer to watch Man City whenever I'm watching like the Premier League. I watch the other games too, but City just makes you wonder how they can make it so simple sometimes. You know, the playing, how they play, to move the ball and score. So
Okay.
my City
All right.
with yeah.
All right. Awesome. Final question. I mean, for all the other players out there who probably have setbacks like you had with your injuries, what are some of the things that you'd encourage them to do in terms of rebounding, getting back to their best? Like three things that you'd give them, or five things. I don't know how many, but what are some of the stuff that you'd say to other young men probably going through adversity because of injuries or other setbacks in life, to continue playing, to continue working hard, just like how you were not deterred by the difficulties of injuries, but you recovered and you're back playing again. Talk to me. What would you say to these
Um,
guys?
I would say most of the time it's not even a obviously you're injured physically, but sometimes it's just what's in your head. Sometimes that's gonna get you in the game quicker. So try to keep in there positive. It might be hard based on what's in front of you now, what you're dealing with now, but with there's always ways. There's in the generation that we're in now. There's everyone's smart. Everyone knows how to get you back in tip top shape, whatever injuries you have. So don't worry about that. There's always they're gonna come back, but it's just to keep mental strength. Mental strength is just key right now as not only a footballer but as an athlete on a whole. Mental strength. Keep positive stuff in your head all the time. Just try your best. Try
Yeah,
your best to do that, and everything else will come.
yeah. Hey, listen, wonderful, wonderful conversation. Listen, I must commend you because I know many persons who have gone down the road that you have gone in terms of surgeries like that, and they gave up. And so it is good to see you out there playing, looking better as the weeks progress, and I can't wait to see you at full fitness. I mean, for a person who started out late,
Right.
at 13 years old, and
Yeah.
so like 6 years, and after 6 years of football, you went out again because of injury, and then to come back from that, it's really a tremendous story, and it should serve as an inspiration for other young men and other young women, just athletes in general, that
Right.
I mean, difficulties should not deter you from still aiming to fulfill your dreams. So I want to thank you for providing this level of inspiration to all the persons out there, and also to commend your family who have, you know, they stood beside you in all of this um, adversity. And I think sometimes, we need more persons like you in even in the local football, because there's this perception that footballers are are not intelligent and they don't speak
Yeah.
well, and it's
Right.
be a
Right.
weed them smoke and a be a tattoo them have and a be a party
Yeah.
them go, and look how them
Yeah.
hear raga raga, and that there's that perception out there that it
Yeah. It is.
and so you paint a different picture as well, which is a good thing, and I think you should, one of those persons who, while you're in the league, be like the face of the league. You're a good representation of the Jamaica Premier League and what it represents. And so, yeah, man, keep that up. I mean, and keep on striving for the best. I mean, we anticipate and look forward to hearing greater things from
Right.
you in the near future. And we hope that in 2026, you understand me?
Right.
Yep, 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 yep. Yeah. All right. Anything you want to say in closing? Anybody you want to thank? You know,
I mean,
yeah.
that last guy a while ago is putting me under pressure to pick my current teammates.
Oh, oh, this one. They,
Yeah, yeah.
he's a Harborview fan, so be careful how you respond to him.
Oh no, 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 no. I'm just saying the players on my team is quality, but to win this five aside, I need those players that I just picked up. I need those players.
Listen, I can pick a five-a-side who would beat your five-a-side still, though.
Oh,
Easy, easy.
really?
Yeah, 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 yeah. You want to hear
Really?
my five-a-side?
Yeah.
I'm going with Cameron Foster in goal. I'm going to use I'm picking Cardell Benbow.
Yeah.
I'm going Elvis Wilson. You see that
Yeah.
already? Yeah, all right. I'm going Ricardo Tower. You see what I mean? So you're going to be in
Yeah.
problems. You got
Yeah. Of course. Of course. You know, we might end up in a draw because the quality is almost the same. You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, see the comments. But anybody you want to, like I say thank you to, and you can big up the persons who are viewing and all of that. Chris Wayne says, all the best to you, Messam Junior. You seem like a good youth with your head on your shoulders. You understand
Yeah.
me? Brian, the Moline supporter says, blessing to the young general. Man is as humble as his dad. Blessings, King. You know what I must say? Listen, I must commend you on this because when your father is on the program, all right.
Yeah.
We always say that before it ends, we challenge ourselves to how many bro he's going to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
He can't help himself.
yeah,
He
you know
can't
what?
help himself.
You didn't say bro once.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
he
I
were
know.
here, and I know he's watching it. If he were here, he would use bro at least 10 times. Yo, bro.
Yeah.
So we said to him, listen, don't say bro. Him say bro. What you mean? Don't say bro.
Yeah. He can't help it, man. He can't help it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so yeah, man. Good having you. I see Duklad says, Mannings have a problem with the thing that grow on Solomon grave. Oh no, no. Oh, Duklad, I know what you're saying. It was found on King Solomon grave. You make you think of what he got grave. You know, though, maybe he's making this reference because I spoke about the thing that the players smoke and saying that that is a perception that is out there. So there's
Yeah.
a Rodney Price song that talks about it was found on King Solomon
Oh,
grave.
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah,
So that's what he's played on right there. Yeah, man. Unseen Sports TV. So bless up. Um, keep doing the good work, bro. Then Andrew CFan Sewell says, great, bro. Big up Coach Sewell in the building. All right. So, hey,
yeah.
Coach,
Oh, Coach Andrew.
Coach, Coach, you need to tell when you go to training today, you need to tell them the people them who the man picking him team and tell them who management pick. You
I
understand?
don't think he would disagree. I don't think he would disagree on my team. I don't think he would.
Yeah, you say you don't think you disagree. Well, when you go to
No.
training this evening, you guys will figure
Yeah.
it out. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, man, that. Sir Carol says, blessing, Sir Carol. You see the apple don't fall far from the tree. Yeah, man. He's a true messer in the building. Uses his, I think he uses, the only thing I think he uses both feet, right? You use both feet?
My dad or me?
No, your dad only use his left.
Yeah, I try my best to make sure that both feet are involved. But obviously, my stronger leg is my right. But if I have to use the left, I'll use it.
Yeah. No, your father can only use the left.
He's not that bad. He's not that bad.
Yeah. He's just
He's not
that's
that
the
bad.
original one left.
He's not that bad.
Yeah, man. But all the best to you and your family, to the young kid, the fiance. Listen, take care, keep staying healthy, keep doing the right thing, keep being a positive influence. I hope by even your professional conduct in the Waterhouse dressing room that you'll just elevate the level of professionalism there at the club as well. Listen, get
I,
some rest. Go ahead.
and to be honest, I think the professionalism of the team is very good.
Awesome.
It's better than probably what I expected. They're very professional and they have a lot of passion, which
Awesome.
I really commend them for in the Waterhouse group. They're very passionate and they want to do well in, if anything, if it's even like a four side on the court, they want to win. They're always passionate about every little small thing, and I think maybe that's why they have the results of
Yeah.
being on top of the league because they want to win everything, passionate. So when I got in there, it felt it's the right environment for me to be in, to you know improve as a footballer also. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
So
liking it. I'm
yeah.
liking it.
What about the I mean, just in closing, how do you feel about your team's performance in the Caribbean Club Championship?
Um, to be honest, it's where we and Cavalier went, and we're gonna be representing Jamaica because we're playing against Haitian clubs and Dominican clubs. I think technically they're not better than us. Um, fit being fitter than us, they're not really fitter than us. I think they have just a bit more tactical discipline than us.
Oh, tactical discipline. That's
They're
a good.
just tactically disciplined. That's it. They're not more technically
Okay.
gifted, skill wise or anything, or can run longer than us. They just maintain the tactical discipline, whether going forward or defending as a team. And I think if our football, we could work on that, we would be a force to be reckoned with for any team here in Jamaica.
Yeah. So Gunnar's boss says that would be a great competition for charity management. Good luck. He said that your team versus the team that I picked. Then he says, "No, Duklan is just using the browsing because we're talking about your father." So that is why I
Yeah.
think he's smart enough. I like. I think players like this is lifting the level of the JPL, bro. You see, he's just trying to use
Yeah.
bro. You realize what is out then. Then Anthony Sports TV, who is a big fan of Elvis, wants you to give your opinion on Elvis Wilson. That's it.
He's very like the first training I had, I couldn't I couldn't I couldn't turn away from. He's like he's constantly in your back, very strong, very fast, very committed too, and has a strong recovery. And you could see that he's always trying to play out with his feet from the back because modern game center halves kind of they're playing out at the back now, wanting to make link up plays with the midfielders and even the forwards. And I think he's he he's on his way, and he's doing a really great job for Waterhouse this season because he's doing he's having like he has a good overall game. He's not just he could just defend and he can't go forward. He can do both, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Listen, you need to get some rest because I know you have training this evening, but thanks for coming on. Really
Yeah.
appreciate it. You need to run out because I don't want the Waterhouse people to blame me for you being late for
Yeah.
training and your salary get deducted. So run out to the
Right.
ring. You take care. And thank you again for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having
You're
me.
welcome. Anytime, man. Anytime, Gregory. All right. Listen.
Blessings.
Yeah, man. All right, people. So there you have it. Gregory Messam Jr. I mean, wonderful, wonderful conversation. Listen, man, don't give up. See what he went through. Years of recovery from major surgery. Um, but hey, he's back. It means that if right now life isn't going the way you want it to, as long as you're alive, there is time and space to recover. Work hard. He says you may be injured physically. He said, but don't get injured mentally. Have the right attitude from a mental perspective, and you're well on your way. Remember that. Mental fortitude will keep you when physical strength is gone. Wonderful conversation. Like I said, this is a representation of the league. And too often, what we highlight are the negative things. Here it is a very intelligent, well spoken young man, well groomed, the face of the Premier League. Started playing football at 13, and by age 19, had major surgery, out of the game, and just started playing again competitively. It's not impossible if you work hard and you are diligent. Share this with some young man. Maybe a door has been closed on them, tell them to keep on banging because it may reopen. Don't give up. Don't quit, because winners never quit and quitters never win. I am Manningsman. This has been I Am Sure Sports. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you have not. Share the content with someone else. Be safe until we meet again. Blessings, one and all.
You know what about dog? SK New heard this. The body out there. Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, we cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocho-Rios, Galtigo Bay. Everywhere. I Am Sure Sports. Check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like? Ha. Yeah, someone on for the food from young, from where they knee height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.